Hello, Alana from She Makes Magic here, coming to you from the back of Walter the Campervan. Today I wanted to speak about living a soulful life, and this has been a really big theme for me at the moment because I've been travelling around for the last 3 weeks on my own in Walter the Campervan, and I've experienced some really high highs and some really low lows, and it's got me thinking about what it actually takes to live a soulful life and enjoy it. So, what I'm starting to realize is that it's actually as simple and also as difficult as a change in focus. You know, when we're living a life which is out of alignment with our heart and our soul, we tend to action our lives from the space of what I refer to as the thinking self. This part of ourselves that is rational and logical and analytical, but that part of ourselves which is also driven by the ego and tends to want to keep us safe. It wants to keep us in our comfort zone. When we move to living a more soulful life, this is where we need a change in focus. We need to change our focus from that of the thinking self to that of the soul self. The soul self being that part of us that is wise, that wants the best for us, that is aware of the bigger picture, and that knows that in any given moment in time we are exactly where we need to be. And sometimes living from a soul space requires us to do things which aren't rational, that aren't logical, and that can feel and seem very scary. And that's where we tend to get this power struggle, and that's exactly what I'm experiencing at the moment. So what I'm realizing, in order to have this change in focus, or to have this change in perspective from the thinking self to the soul self, it requires practice. It's just like anything else. When we've been doing something for a period of time one way, and then we change to doing it in another way, it takes us a little while to get into the flow of that. And, you know, that's what I'm seeing is happening for me when I try to live from a soul space. It's quite easy to default back into the thinking self. And so this takes a daily commitment, and a commitment in every moment, to choose the soul self over the thinking self, to choose trust over fear, to choose intuition over that of the status quo or society's expectations. I'm not saying that we eliminate the thinking self or try to get rid of it. That's not what I'm saying. We absolutely need the thinking self to help us navigate through our life. But what I'm saying is that we need to create balance or harmony or union between the soul self and the thinking self, so that they can best serve us on our soulful journey. For those of the women out there that are on this journey with me, are carrying out a soulful journey, my heart goes out to you, because it's scary, and it can be tough at times. But kudos to you, because it takes courage, and I truly believe that the world needs more of this. And I also think that as women, we can prop each other up and support each other. And so I really encourage you to, and invite you to, share with me in the comments below what you're going through at the moment, any questions or suggestions you have to keep you on path. And I really encourage you to bring awareness to each moment in your day, and to just ask yourself, am I actioning from a thinking self space, or am I actioning from a soul self space? And just see how you change and how your actions change when you move to the soul self. I'm going to leave some links to some really useful resources below this video, things that I've used over the last 2 years to help me connect more with my soul self. And if you're interested, I've also put some photos down there of my trip in Walter. Thank you so much for listening.